Good morning, riders. My name is Rick, and today I'll be sharing with you my trip to the 5 Dirty Bikers motorcycle meetup. So this year's meetup was in Louisville, Kentucky, which for me here in Northern Virginia, it's about 600 miles, which is totally doable. But as I've learned from previous trips, especially trying to push around 500 miles, that's about my limit to where I'm no longer having a good time anymore. So me and my buddy Walter decided to cut this trip into 2 days, stopping off in West Virginia. And shout out to Walter for just being a really, really good riding buddy. Honestly, I couldn't have picked for a better riding buddy for this trip because I tend to kind of take a lot of breaks. Even though I have a bit of a peanut tank on the bike, I do like to stop around 100 miles, even if I'm not due for a gas up yet. The route we took was suggested by Percy. He's one of the podcast members, and honestly the route was really great. We went from having a very direct route that probably would have put us on the highway most of the time to having one that kind of cut through a lot of mountains, which made for a lot of fun riding. It broke it up so that we weren't just kind of droning on the highway the entire time. So, thanks Percy. Once we got to Louisville, we were actually there the day before. We got to hang out with a lot of the podcast members, a lot of the Discord server members as well, and all this just chill, really. I mean, that was the theme of the entire weekend. And one thing that the podcast was really good at was having something for everyone to do. They had a schedule, and they were just kind of releasing, hey, this is where we're going to be at such and such time. And that worked out really well. I got a bit of a tour of the Bluegrass Harley Davidson, which is something that I have never had at any of my dealerships. Got to walk around and check out their facility. I saw some really cool used bikes and some really cool new bikes. So for the main event, that was held over in Bluegrass Harley Davidson. They had a lot of vendors there. They had a DJ, hot dogs, cake pops, and a puppy adoption drive. The DJ was actually running a lot of dog-related tracks, which was pretty funny. The big ticket item for the event was a custom-built 1975 Ironhead Sportster that the podcast kind of had done up so that they could raffle it off for a pretty big donation to the Autism Society of America. So all in all, they sold about 1,400 tickets, and at $25 a pop, that's, I think, a decent donation. If anybody listening is interested in, donating to the Autism Society or just learning a little bit more about them, I've listed a link in the description. So after the event, we all went out for a big group ride. This was like a last hurrah for everybody who came out, and we started out at the La Quinta over in Louisville, made our way over to the Castle and Key Distillery, which I couldn't tell you where it's at, but it was a pretty good ride. I had a good time, and unfortunately that was where me and Walter had to kind of part ways from the rest of the group. We still rode together the whole way home. But yeah, everybody was super cool. If anybody watching is kind of like on the fence about maybe attending one of these events, I really recommend it. The next one's going to be in Sturgis, so if you're able to make your way out there, I will say that these people are super accepting. Doesn't matter what you ride, doesn't matter your background, they're pretty cool. And honestly, I didn't meet one person that I didn't like while I was out there, which was pretty interesting for somebody for me to come out all the way out to Louisville and just to be accepted. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, if you guys have watched up to this point, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and ride safe. Peace.